Live from the Flash Studios in Manzini, it's Youth Action Movement Swaziland with us. Come to Let's Talk, a youth program for the youth about the youth, where we talk about sexually reproductive health and rights. Let's get to it.
Hey, welcome to our show today. This is a Stand to Swaziland. Let's talk, and today we'll be talking about abstinence. So my name is Tlajagos Kulile, your host for the day.
Hey yummies, welcome back to the show. It's 2018 and we're live from the Flash Studios in Manzini. Keep up with the women on Facebook at Youth Action Movement Swaziland. On Twitter it's yum_Swaziland, and also Instagram it's yum_Swaziland. Listen to our podcast on SoundCloud. It's Youth Action Movement Swaziland. My name is Valentinita. I'll be your co-host today. I'm with the two beautiful ladies in the studio today. Ladies.
Good day everyone. Here you have Bongagile Slongonyane, a lady from Manzini who is a member.
Hello listeners at home, my name is Lamila Makakula Oneredo.
Sanbonani, my name is Nusasha Mkabela.
So nice. How do you define the term abstinence? Ngekubuka kwakho nje yini abstinence kahle kahle? We'll start by our first lady here, Moegile.
Okay, on my own view and own understanding, abstinence is the fact of practice of restraining oneself from indulging in something, especially sexual intercourse.
Okay. Lamile, what's your take on abstinence?
Abstinence is not to have sex at all.
Not to have sex at all.
Some people and organizations have different interpretations of that. For them, it simply means no sexual activities of any kind. For others, it means no penis in vagina sex. Here we are mainly talking about the forms of penetration, but we understand that there are many variations of what the term can mean.
Okay. So in your own views, like ngekubuka kwakho nje, what's the main purpose of abstinence? Abstainelani kahle kahle.
Okay, since you're not indulging in sexual intercourse, since we all know that when you indulge in sexual intercourse, you contract HIV and STIs. You are in low risk of contracting HIV and STIs when you don't indulge in sex.
So when we don't have sex at all, like angeke ngize ngiwaphole ma STIs, sengingawaphola njani because I don't have sex at all.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get HIV. I'm not gonna get exposed. Angeke ngive bangani bami bakhuluma nge-sex nami bese sengiya-fantasize every day looking forward to having sex, right?
Yes.
Ukhona lo ngaba nembono lo different based on that.
And abstinence can also help you on focusing on things that are most important on you, like school, sport activities, having fun, and
Nice.
planning for your future.
Okay, so we are getting to advantages of abstinence, ne? Yes. So we say one of the best advantages of abstinence is that I can concentrate in school because hey, after sex, I feel like my boyfriend has to satisfy me this way because I often watch pornography and I'm going to think about a lot of things other than when I'm thinking about my schoolwork. I'm gonna see sex maybe after marriage or anyhow. You agree with me, right?
Yes.
So what are the main disadvantages of abstinence?
Well, it can be hard for someone, especially who had sex before and where there's a lot of peer pressure. On the other hand, sex can be fun and pleasurable. And another thing, sexual identities are part of our own identities along with our emotional selves, physically or spiritually. So for some people, abstinence means that they have to suspend an important part of themselves, and that's really hard.
So what do you need in order for you to abstain? Like ngifuna abstain and I want to stay in for maybe after marriage. For me to abstain, like this is what I really need for me to abstain.
Okay, for me, it's your mentality, the way you think, the way you drive your thoughts, in despite of what anyone says. So if I have that in mind that I want to abstain, nobody can drive me from another lane that would lead me to changing my mind from what I'm actually thinking right now. So basically a mentality of a certain person makes him want to abstain.
So I just want to abstain and that is it.
Yes.
So what can somebody else say?
You can be strong self-confidence.
Okay. Yeah, that might be true.
Yes, knowing yourself, like being confident of what you want,
That's
what you
high
need,
self-esteem
what you
for
want
me.
to be. Yes, exactly. She is right.
And another thing is having a supportive circle of friends. You know, when I tell them that, you know what, girls, I just want to abstain.
Yes.
And
People who
they're
have the
supposed,
same dream as you have.
yeah, right.
People
They're
who've got
supposed,
the same moral as you are.
they're
can
supposed
lead
to
you-
support my decision, because at the end of it all, it's my life.
Those are the
right?
good circle of friends you have to isolate yourself with.
Nice. We're still on the show on Come to Swaziland, and now we're going to be talking more of the reasons why abstinence fails. And ibangwa yini ukuthi ngithi ngifuna ku-abstain abese ngigcine angisakhoni. What's the main thing there?
Okay.
Like I wanted my goals for the whole next 5 years. Like igoli yami iqala nje ukuthi I wanted to abstain, but as isaqhubeka endleleni seyahlala ukhanya usengiyalingeka endleleni.
Yeah,
What causes
there are
abstinence to
ups,
fail?
downs, and
Ngicabanga
falls.
ukuthi ngicabanga ukuthi nebangani lonabo ufuna uba-choose bangani labakahle, bangani labakule position lokuyo, cause
Yes,
bangani
people with the same
influence.
mentality.
Yes.
So friends. So I want us to look at this question like in a contraceptive set of choice. So I'm trying to contracept ngikuthi ngi-abstain, right? So kutawubangelwa yini lokuthi ngifeyile mina nangisazama kusebenzisa le contraceptive method yami as abstinence. Ubangwa yini lokuthi bese angisakhoni because I'm trying to contracept at the end of it all. So I've got a lot of contraceptive methods, but mina ngifuna kusebenzisa i-abstinence. Kutaba sesekubangwa yini lokuthi salifeyila.
Basically, what I think is actually it's all due to friends, because they are the people who convince you to do whatever. That comes into action, or it actually comes to being when you have like left what you actually stood at first. For an example, as I've said earlier on, that isolating yourself with these people with a different point of view that you at. So as time goes by, these people come along, and for an example, let's say you had lost this point that you wanna abstain. They will bring these things that will want you to indulge in sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Though they may seem interesting and like it will be something that you want to try to do, and by so doing your point of abstaining won't be served.
So I feel like I would feel like, you know what, I've got to try this new trend.
Yes, due to the things that they are gonna say, due to how they are gonna lay it forth on your eye, due to everything that's gonna come forth based on sex, like telling you that you are not famous because you haven't done sex, you are a slut, everything, all those words that you can
They're going
think
to
of,
name me
yeah.
otherwise, ne? So girls, I'm going to give you a short scenario of this two people who are in a relationship. It's a male and a female at the top, ne? So they decide that, you know what, baby, let us abstain, maybe up until we get married. So what are the certain behaviors that they need to do? What are those practices that they need to follow in their relationship so that they make sure that, you know what, we maintain our abstinence? Funa ukuthi sende njani kahle kahle ukuthi sobabili sikhona lokhu abstain. Angadi khansi abstain angevani nje.
Okay.
Okay, let me give Lamile a chance.
I think they have to be honest to each
They have
other.
to be honest with each other, right? Sikhona kubhobokela nokusho ukuthi okay, I don't like this, I don't like that. In order for us to abstain, asisende kanjena, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
can Nonhlanhla say on that?
Oh, I can say they must avoid to be naked when they're together.
Avoid being naked when I'm around you.
Yes.
Because I'll remind myself of maybe 2 months back when we used to engage in sexual practices and then say, well, you know what, babe, I'm not going to do this for long.
Yeah, let's
Yeah?
try this.
What
thing.
can someone else say? What is it that we're supposed to be doing in a relationship if we want to abstain to ensure that we continue abstaining?
All in all, it's just respect of your partner's boundaries.
Yeah,
In
respect
despite
the
of
next
what
person's
he or she
boundaries.
says, stay to your rules, the rules that you've laid forth before doing anything. Since you've told yourself that you have sex after marriage, that should be kept true. In despite of any condition, either he or she is naked or not naked. If, for an example, he turns horny, try convincing your partner in anything. Maybe like tell your partner, babe, let's go jog outside. let's do this, and make him lose control of what he or she is thinking currently, because it would be opposing what you guys had planned earlier on.
That's nice. So let me make an example. What if I type here a message and say, you know what, baby, I'm horny. I just need to have sex right now. Like, I feel like I need to have sex right now. What is it that you can say? Because we promised each other that we're going to abstain. And then I pop, that's a message to you, like, baby, I'm horny. Like, no, I can't stay.
Okay, I get that. Okay, what you can basically do is, since you won't be horny, actually, if I think right, sex includes 2 or more people, right? If one is horny, the other one might not be. So the other is able to convince the one who is horny in an opposing way, right? In a way that would make the person think otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Such that even if I am on, so what, because he isn't, which means I'll listen to what he says. For an example, as I've said earlier on, that convince your partner in doing anything else
Like jogging.
apart from what he is thinking currently.
Maybe let's go out jogging, maybe.
Yes, let's go to the kitchen, prepare something to eat. Let's go make our clothes.
Let's go out to the movies.
Let's go out to the
So
movies.
I'm trying to drive you
In
out of
despite
the topic.
the message. Let's say maybe she has sent you the message, and then you reply in another form, not in a what way? What you call? Interesting
in
way
a
that
good
will make
manner.
that person feel what you are feeling.
Okay, fine. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in with us today. This is still a stamp to Swaziland. And what are your last words, your views on this contraceptive method called abstinence?
Okay, abstinence is the best. It is 100% in anything. No STIs, no pregnancy, no arguments, nothing. Just abstinence.
Oh, okay. What can somebody else say? And you can still choose whether you want to abstain or you don't want to, right?
It's
Even
your
if I
life.
can say abstinence is a choice.
Yeah, abstinence is your choice. Even if I can encourage you to abstain, if you just don't want to, you
If
don't
I
want to,
don't,
right?
I don't want.
Okay, can pregnancy happen if you abstain?
No.
That's impossible.
So it's a good contraceptive method.
It's the best, actually, not even good, the best.
It's the best. Okay, well, which one is the best between the withdrawal method and abstinence?
It's abstinence.
Maybe, if we ask, it's abstinence.
It's abstinence.
So we go forth with abstinence.
Yeah, that was Youth Action Movement Swaziland with us. Come tell let's talk. And before we go, we might just add a few things that anybody can choose to be abstinent, no matter your age, gender, sexuality, or your sexual experience you've had before. And you can choose to be abstinent whenever you want, even if you've never had sex before. Abstinence or intercourse are a very effective way at preventing pregnancy. But if you don't slip up and have unprotected vaginal sex or get semen into the vagina, that said, pregnancy can happen even if you don't actually have vaginal sex. If semen or cum accidentally gets into the vulva, sperm can swim up to the vagina and fertilize the egg. Abstinence is 100% effective at preventing the spread of sexually transmitted diseases or infections. So if you don't have any kind of sexual contact with another person, you can't get STDs. Abstinence is a very great way to avoid the risks that come with sex, like pregnancy and STDs. Until you're ready to protect or handle them, abstinence can also help you focus on things that are most important to you, like friends, school, sports or activities, or just having fun and hanging out with friends, or even planning up your future. While abstinence or intercourse are a super effective way of preventing pregnancy and STDs, avoiding sex can be hard for some people. If you plan on being abstinent but end up having vaginal sex, pregnancy can happen if you don't use birth control like condoms or other contraceptives. Many people find it hard to avoid vaginal sex when they doing other sexual activities, like maybe foreplay, let me say. Some people using intercourse to prevent pregnancy don't have a backup birth control plan ready. So if they get caught up in the heat of the moment and have unprotected sex, it can lead to pregnancy and spread of STDs. That was Youth Action Movement Swaziland. Join us next time on Come Tell Us Talk.